Good afternoon. Perfect. Alright, so I haven't filmed in a long time. I was in the hospital. Turned out to be that cracked tooth I had a film about before. So, but I've been busy, been mowing, and you know, it's just stuff. That I've been doing. Can't keep filming mowing. It's pretty boring. Anyway, so I cultivated before, and I had a bar across here. You can see there's no bar anymore. So what we did was we added this used to be in the middle here, but we've made it so this one was over here. We added a new piece. And we added another tine. So there's 3 on each side, and the crop can go down the middle as I'm hilling potatoes, or you can see. And it's working really well. We got the disc better in the middle, which really this just was a disc better. We added this, obviously, you can tell. And I'm hilling. I gotta tell you, it works really, really well. So I'm gonna try to put this camera up on the tractor here, and you can see it working. Trouble is, with the tractor vibration, it always rattles. I always bring coffee with me. Green Mountain. If I could have Timmy Hortons, I mean I can have Timmy Hortons, don't get me wrong, but it's very expensive. So I'll probably put this glove in the slot where this goes and see if it works. Okay, hang on. But oh yeah, that's a pricker. Can't grab that thing. I have my glove. Coming out anyway, you little prick. Shit. Piece of crap. But potatoes are really a hardy kind of plant. You throw the potato right on the ground and pretty much it'll grow. But you still got to be careful. You know, like this one here. I'll just leave it like this. and they're pretty much growing. You know, they pretty much grow at first right on the surface, you know. So that one will probably take off again. You know, they pretty much, like I said, they'll grow right on the pretty much the surface. You know, just gotta have dirt. You just gotta have dirt around them, and then they'll grow. You know, just keep the dirt on them, and I'll let the earth take over again. You know, another day or two, and these things they'll come back. They'll just grab a hold of. There's a lot of rocks in this garden, this field. But for the most part, that thing is wondrous. So I can cultivate. And hill these potatoes at the same time. I can take the discs off and just cultivate without hilling. The discs come off real easy. They just pop right off. But these are good potatoes right here. You gotta just keep doing this, and they'll get hardier, you know. If you don't do it, you're not gonna have good potatoes. I got some corn growing here, but it's coming up. Give it another week, and then they should start shooting up pretty good. I'm a little worried about them, but they're growing. They should be a lot taller than that, but again, they got planted very, 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 very late. Very late. So, you know, it's not the corn's fault. Not that it's bad seed or anything like that. It's just late planting. But once they start coming, you know, they'll come up. You can see them. And then I've got radishes. Yeah, I didn't get much planted there. All that's planted in potatoes. In the garden up on near my house and on the farm is potatoes and squash. I got a lot of that in. Very, very bad year for planting. And then I have a big row of radishes way down here. So, but you can see they're coming up now, so very nice. There's 4 different kinds of radishes. Here in this row. Goes all the way down to the hedgerow down there. And so, you know, I walk around a lot here and I pick stones as much as I can. And next year we'll have a stone picking party. But right now, you know, it is what it is. It was just, you know, plowed and, but the tractor, you know, I thought it would have a hard time pulling all that. They don't have a hard time pulling that at all. It's putting those discs in the ground and dragging those teeth in the ground. And that does a wonderful job. Very, very, very happy with this tractor. Alright, let's go again. Let's in here. Let's turn it around and see what I'm doing. I gotta stick this glove in there so that it doesn't rattle so much. Still rattles, I know, I'm sorry. Through the weeds. Anyway, like I said, I wanted to get some of them. I got to get some of the weeds out still in the middle, but I have a small drag. It's actually dirt on here. Sorry. I have a drag. It's about, I don't know, maybe a little bit, about as wide as the tractor. The guy I rent the barn from gave it to me. And it's a section off in the old drag that we had, so I can get up and down some in the middle here, some of these, not in the smaller areas, but the middle pipes, and get some of these out, or at least help minimize them. Like some of the old farmers would have used Roundup and stuff like that, but wasn't in the position to spend all that money on Roundup and everything, you know. These big ass weeds out here. So, anyway, a lot of it's base. That potato thanks me. Get some weeds away from it. Alright, anyway, still filming, so you can see that it does a good job. Very nicely built. The 1720 pulls it along really nicely. I still want to get these tires loaded. They're not. Let that idle for a minute, you know. But yeah, getting those tires loaded in the back will help. Put about, well, they're telling me about 150 pounds per tire. So give me another 300 pounds on the back axle. And I'm not doing the front. They're not big enough. Plus, usually, I need all that weight. I can just put the front end loader on, and that's another, I think it weighs 400 something pounds on the front there. Then that's plenty of weight. I've got to go and pick up some grass. The guy's paying me to pick up grass, so I got to put the front end loader on, and that's all I'm going to do. But okay, I'll get up with you. Well, basically this is the end of the day job. Multitasking today. Grass back there. I've got this customer wants to do the front yard, just picking up all his grass, clippings, I should say, and dumping it in the backyard. So you see he's got a tree down. Dumping it here. See how the handle works on the tractor, how close it is to me. much nicer it is. Everything is just right here. Steering wheel up. You can see how much room I got in the tractor. Oh, the big hole I just went in. But this is just so much nicer. It works so much better. Right here. So I haven't had the bucket on it in 2 weeks actually, at least. It'll come in handy here, don't you worry. So I'm going to stop here. Rake this up, put it in a couple bundles, and I gotta go down to the barn and do the same thing. Bug on here. So you might ask why I don't get some kind of a bag, or because they're expensive. I gotta put it on. I don't have any customers that really need stuff bagged. I live out here in the country, and the customers that I do now I'm bagged, and the amount of time or the amount of money you have to spend on those things ain't worth it. Clean up a little bit, it's not much. And you know, if I don't really, I mow cemeteries and do a few yards. Mostly I do a lot of farm work, so things like that are just an expense you don't need. It's the truth. Some guys, some people, you know, in towns where they have to have manicured yards, you know, then yeah, you can see it. But for the most part, if you just keep your grass mowed, you don't really need to do it. And these people that need to have manicured yards, you know, more power to them. You gotta bag it, but when you got the yards really used the clippings for nutrients, helps it grow. Keep bagging it, you're not helping the yard any, and plus you're just dumping clippings somewhere else, making it stink. Some big pile of grass clippings, this stuff turns into mush. You know, like this will turn into mush down here, but this guy's property is just bag all this. It's stupidity beyond when you have people bagging. grass. Just keep the mulcher. Send the clippings right back in your yard. It's well worth it. Plus you don't have the expense and you don't have the extra work that you got to dump all the grass clippings, and it just makes no sense at all, really. You know? I don't know how this is going to turn out. Talking about, hey, oh yeah, at a time like this, it'd be nice to have a bagger just go around, bag it up. You gotta hook all that up, and then I just don't see it. I did have a big bagger once, but it cost me a lot of money. And I had a business down in the southern tier of New York. I had a lot of money. The only time I really want one is fall when the leaves start falling. But then just mulch. I have a mulching kit, so just mulch them off. It really does a good job. Puts all the leaves right in the grass. Especially these, it's really good leaves. I'm going to finish this up and we'll catch up with you. Look at that doggy. Just look at her. Hello, doggy. See, so you know what she wants? That. You know why I do what I do? Make everybody's, you know, got these jobs. There's so many people in the world today. It's just so many. The roads are just overcrowded. It's so bad. I know, and that's what I'm saying that because it's just no way that everybody can do what I'm doing. I used to drive a truck. And there's a lot of healthy guys out there, a lot of women that are healthy. You see them chugging up and down the road, running, and you know. But no, I had a long day. I just got in. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. Sitting down to supper. I gotta do it. Mary Ellen is gone tonight, so I'm on my own. But I can eat all this. I could eat way more than this. So you wonder why I do this? Because I'll tell you. I mean, I'm a mess right now. I'm in shape. You know, I have muscles, and they're just natural muscles, just from working. And I can eat all this, and I don't have to worry about my stomach getting all fat. And everybody else has got all, you see all these commercials on TV. Oh, you gotta go on a diet. Yeah. Just do what I do. You don't need a diet. Just work it off every day. Plus, I love it. I like tractors, and I like everything that I do. You know, growing plants. I was just in the potato field there, and you know, I was just pulling weeds and you know, all sorts of stuff going on, feeding the goats. Yeah. So, you know, all you people out there that are just lounging around on your asses, you know, and you're just thinking that, you know, all this new diet pill is going to work. Just get out there and work. Stop being lazy. That's what the whole thing is. It's everybody's gotten really, really lazy. They're expecting someone to invent something that's going to make their life even lazier, which they do. They actually do. Your car backs itself up. You're having groceries delivered right to your house. You don't even have to go to the grocery store anymore. Talk about fatty fat, man. Come on, man. You don't have to go to the store even. You don't have to even get in your car. Although there's a lot of cars on the road going nowhere. It's unbelievable. So you just work. You get muscles. Your body stays in shape. You can eat whatever you want. Anything. And you don't get fat. That's just the way it is. You just got to work. And stop being lazy. So that's why I do what I do. You gotta love what you do, and you work, and then your body takes care of itself. So anyway, have a good night. Maybe say good night. No? She's waiting for some scraps on the table. Yeah. But anyway, have a good night. Catch up with you.